Well, we are on a journey this month in Advanced, a designer's journey, and we have Connie back with us. Hi, Connie.
Hi, Brandon.
Connie, are you into fashion?
I would say I'm into clothing, and I love fabrics and texture, and I love seeing how people put those together and what they're wearing, but I never really followed like celebrities or like fashion magazines, and I just heard the word vlogger recently, like a fashion blogger.
Oh.
So I've never really was on the social media looking at fashion icons, but I always appreciated what people were wearing at, events or parties at my friends, or people on the street. I always like to, see how the city dresses.
Yes, and you sort of take that into account when you're creating your own wardrobe, I guess.
I suppose, I think that you tend to dress like the people that you see around you, and especially since, it has to fit the weather and the climate of where you're living.
Right.
But actually, on the other hand, if you see people wearing a lot of things and you kind of get sick of it, and you're like, I don't really want to, be another person in that color.
You want to be different, right?
Right, right.
Well, what are your thoughts on the designer we learn about in our fashion article this month, especially concerning her entrepreneurial journey?
I just really admired her that even after moving to a new country and not being able to work and maybe never being able to, have a career like she did in back in her home country, that she still found a way to do what she loves and continue designing her bags.
Yeah, not only her bags, she started making face masks.
Yeah, so she was very adaptable. She started when she realized that her bags were kind of based on people going out to parties, and with the whole COVID situation that wasn't happening anymore, she's like, okay, let me switch to something people are actually using and design these just gorgeous face masks.
Right, and we also see sort of a love story here, right? She's in India, she has her business, and then she meets this guy in the United States. They end up getting married, so she's in the US now, and then she's not able to get her business going at the beginning, but then eventually she does, and then she adapts. And so we really see a person here who has tenacity and is able to persevere in spite of all the challenges.
That's such a tough choice too. When I was reading the article, I was like, oh no, she's gonna move to be with him, and then what about her career? And so I was like, oh, I don't know about that lady, but she found a way, she made it work. She got everything she wanted.
That's right. And before we go, I want to ask you if you, Connie, have any fashion tips that you'd like to share with our audience.
I love when people have statement pieces, but they don't wear them all together.
What do you mean by a statement piece?
A statement piece would be sort of like the designer we read about. Her pieces are very bam. They have a lot of metallics, very shiny, very elaborate, just very wow pieces that kind of blow you away.
Okay.
And so I think with that kind of piece, you really want to show it off. So you don't want to put too many of those pieces together. So you don't want a shiny shirt and shiny pants and a shiny purse, You'll have one thing that you highlight, and then the rest can be just very nice basics.
Kind of complements that, right?
Yeah, I think the basics are great. People wear something called basics, which is just a normal t-shirts and pants. Very simple, very sleek, but not really showy, just very functional.
Got it.
But I love basics, and then you just have one statement piece.
All right, well, there you go. There's some fashion tips from Connie, and we hope you'll check out our fashion article as well, and that will inspire you. We'll see you next time here on Insights.